Trick or treat time. Trick or treat time. Trick or treat time. Get treats, it's time for Halloween.
Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist? Hello everyone, welcome to Terrorthon Day 19 Horror Around the World. Today I want to talk about some of the very best foreign horror movies from all across the globe, and a little bit of the history of horror as well to boot. So we're going to start with Germany with their movie Nosferatu. This is often considered the very first horror movie ever made, and so it cannot be overstated enough how much of an impact Germany has had on the history of horror. There's also The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari from Germany, without which Tim Burton would not have a career, and I'm being completely sincere. There's also Vampire from Germany, and these laid the groundwork for horror way back in the 10s and 20s. Moving a little further along to the 60s, we have Les Yeux Sans Visage, translated into Eyes Without a Face. From France, of course, this is one of my all-time favourite horror movies, and it concerns a surgeon determined to repair his daughter's face after she's been in a car accident. Next up, we have another of my all-time favourite movies, top 10 for sure, Lut den Rata Komain, or Let the Right One In. It's about a young outcast who befriends a vampire and their unusual friendship, and it's a horror movie, but it's also a coming-of-age story, a romance, a comedy even, you could argue. It's all here, and I cannot stress enough that this horror movie from Sweden is as good as it gets in terms of horror for me. Moving over to Austria, we have Ich sehe, also known as Good Night Mommy in English. This movie tells the story of twin boys who have moved to a new home with their mother after she undergoes cosmetic surgery, but underneath those bandages, are they really sure that's their mother? This is an Austrian movie, and it's very, very good, I think. But it's not for everyone's taste, and if you'd like another example of a good Austrian horror movie, try out Funny Games maybe. Moving over to South Korea, we have Busaneung, also known as Train to Busan in English. Just when you thought you'd seen it all in terms of zombie movies, this movie came along and totally revolutionised the industry. It makes zombies scary again, and I cannot recommend it enough. There are actually many South Korean horror movies worth a watch, but I would say this would be my personal pick. You may have noticed out of all these movies, none of them are Japanese, but do not worry, Japan is going to get plenty of attention in the coming days. For over 100 years now, the whole world has had a slight obsession with horror, and that does not seem to be letting up anytime soon. If you ever get a chance to explore a little bit out of your comfort zone and don't mind subtitles, you cannot go wrong with a good foreign horror movie. See you tomorrow.